Uh-oh. Working. Oh.
Yeah, Amy, Chris, so they are going to be out here rallying for support of lots of different causes and issues, and you see all of the crowd behind us here, hundreds, if not more, in this spot here on Parkview Street and Wilshire Boulevard here, right by MacArthur Park. So they're holding a rally right
Hello,
now,
everyone.
and then this crowd is going to
Gary, Lady Di, Omar, hello, welcome. I'm next after Rick Montanez here.
But we've been talking with the organizers here. This is over a
Are you back at 11, Rachel, or is it Jamie? Very well. Have a good weekend. See you. Oh. I'll see you guys later.
They say they're fighting for LGBTQ rights as well as workers'
Oh.
basically marginalized. They want to stand up together and support them, support the causes, support the assistance that they need, and fight back, they say, against things that the government are doing. I talked with one of the organizers this morning about how they're doing more than just pushing for one singular issue.
It's not the only reason why people are showing up here on May 1st. We have people who care strongly that billions of dollars of taxpayer money are going to fund a war that we think is illegal, instead of funding healthcare, instead of funding education, instead of funding our social safety net programs.
So back live here again, just outside MacArthur Park, where you see this huge crowd of people gathered for the May Day rally, which is also known as International Workers' Day.
Yep.
So this is where they will be starting
Say that again.
and then they're going to be marching in just
Okay,
over
all right.
an hour. They'll take off from here and march into the streets of downtown Las Vegas, where they'll make their way to Grand Park for another rally, and they say a day full of what they consider family events. So the music, live entertainment, guest speakers. There are also people out here who are taking signatures for petitions for the causes that they are fighting for. This is going to be a very long day, and they say for good reason. And we'll be out here keeping an eye on things and see how the day progresses. Live at MacArthur Park, Rick Montanez, CBS LA.
And I'm assignment manager Mark Liu here at the desk. LAPD says their officers responded to the report of a hot prowl at a home in South LA. And when they arrived, they say they found that suspect armed with a knife inside that home, and that's when officers opened fire. Now let me show you some video. You're going to see here outside of a home on Normandy and 76th in South LA. This is not far from Raymond Avenue Elementary School, which is right on the corner, but the school was not involved in this. Now this was before the sun came up. About 5 this morning, LAPD got a call of something called a 459 hot prowl at this home. Now a hot prowl is when there's a suspect on the property possibly attempting to enter. There may be family members home at the time, so it's sort of in between a burglary and a home invasion. Now, by the time LAPD arrived, they say that suspect had made it inside of the home, and they believe that suspect was armed with a knife. There was a confrontation between LAPD officers and that suspect, and an officer-involved shooting occurred. Now, the suspect apparently was struck in the arm, and LA City Fire paramedics did treat that suspect, took him to the hospital, but after he's medically cleared, he's going to be taken into custody on possibly charges of burglary, a hot prowl, and perhaps also assault on a police officer. Now, there were no other injuries reported here, officers or civilians. However, there is going to be a use of force investigation because officers did fire their weapons in addition to that crime scene investigation about that possible burglary and hot prowl. The school, again, not involved, and this scene is now clearing up, so Normandy and 76 open again this morning. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you. Okay. Looking at aerial video of MacArthur Park now. That's a substantial amount of people for May Day. There's a May Day rally down there, maybe 1,000 people. We have certainly seen May Day rallies that can be huge in Southern California. Um, 5,000, 10,000 people. And then sometimes there's May Day rallies that are a little smaller. This one's kind of in between, but technically it does not start, I think, until closer to 10:45. I think they're going to march to Grand Park. So we may see some aerials today, a march. Let's see, from MacArthur Park to Grand Park. That's not too terribly far. Hello, it's Mark Liu. I mean, didn't plan on it. I mean, Rick just did the hit on MacArthur Park. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe when they march, I think. No, and the question is like, aren't they supposed to start marching like at 10:40? So that's that. I mean, I don't know if they're going to want Chopper to stay there for 40 minutes. I mean, it's only 10:05. So I don't know what Fox is going to do, but I mean, Rick just did the hit and showed the crowd down there. So I don't think the producer probably wants me to do this again. So, okay, bye-bye. I mean, you weren't thinking of that. Hey, Des just asked me if I was going to use the chopper for Mayday, but Rick just did this hit. You don't need me to do a hit on the aerials of MacArthur Park, do you? Right, if only if things get crazy. And they're not supposed to start moving towards Grand Park and downtown for another 40 minutes. So I think this is it. This is actually not a terribly large turnout for May Day, historically speaking. I mean, we have seen 5,000 people sometimes for May Day, but it's still early, so we'll see. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's fine. I agree. Okay. All right, bye. That was my discussion with the assignment desk in the newsroom and the producer. So this workers' rally is fine. It looks peaceful. Everything's fine. They're kind of waiting to get ready here. So really nothing too big going on with that one. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's Friday. What else is going on? Let's see. Any other choppers up flying? Let's see. Other news media organizations are up. LADWP is up. LAPD is heading north through Northeast Division. That's it, man. Not a whole lot else going on. Orange County Air Support heading north through Anaheim Hills. Not really any other law enforcement doing much. Riverside County Sheriffs heading west through Lake Elsinore. That's it. Oh, oh, let's see. What else have we got going on? Why did you say this? you guys?
There's many levels in front of him before he would even come to us. I think that there's always room for improvement.
I think I have a. Bummer. Oh. Chopper is departing. Probably to head home. This is it. How do you? How do you get up there? Benedict. All these people in Benedict Canyon are like so. Oh my gosh. So in danger of having their homes burned down. How do you even get up to this home, man? Oh, did someone? First filter.
That's the end where the lesion was.
8-year-old Peggy Staling was lucky doctors caught her breast cancer before it was too late.
I've always had my regular routine mammogram, and that's when they found it.
For many cancer patients, removing a tumor can mean invasive surgery and a long recovery. But for people over 70 with small, low-risk tumors, a new option may be available.
Measure the diameter of the ice ball.
It's called cryoablation, freezing cancer cells with extreme cold. The FDA approved the process last year.
Works by placing a probe in the tumor. The system circulates liquid nitrogen that freezes the tumor.
Oliver, what website do you use to track air traffic? It's adsbexchange.com. It's really great and it's free. You can use it. And yes, I do use the Citizen app all the time. We have an account with Citizen. They're a great service. I mean, we use their stuff. Sinister, no car chases yet, although I am listening. I think we might be going to an incident here. Yeah. So, now let's see. This, we were going to a train versus pedestrian up in the valley, but I don't see anything at this scene. This may not be as advertised. This is like just on the west side of Van Nuys Airport. I don't see anything with Chopper. Looks like there actually is, Balboa and Roscoe, a incident involving a train and a pedestrian, and I believe that it is fatal. Deadly crash. Although not too much to see. I think there is, unfortunately, it was a pretty strong hit. Let's see. Yeah, it sounds like, it looks like it's an old scene. It looks like it's an old scene. I believe this may have been a train versus a pedestrian. The pedestrian was killed, but the body is gone, the train is gone. I think this is long over. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, yeah. That was Glendale. If he's upgraded. Oh, yeah. Extremely, extremely stable.
The crew of Artemis 2 walked out to cheers and applause during Friday's special edition of CBS Mornings.
So nice to see you on Earth, guys.
Commander Reed Weissman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialist Christina Cook and Jeremy Hansen came by to talk about their history-making mission around the moon.
When you were coming back, was it more nerve-wracking going up or coming back down?
Well, it's really fun watch till landing, but it doesn't end.
Okay, what am I doing here? Yeah,
All the sights, all the feels. It's like the best roller coaster ride you've ever been on.
The astronauts
Yeah.
also answered questions.
What am I doing? I'm doing this.
Student on Earth could experience just one moment from your Artemis 2 mission, which moment would you choose?
Good question.
The view. If you could see all of Earth in one glance, that is a very special perspective.
Yeah.
And there is a very special gift for 5-year-old Jack Wineski, whose excitement at the launch captured hearts around the globe. We caught up with him wearing his new suit.
Oh, fine.
Curious and inspired, and we're really grateful that Jack's been able to follow along in that.
Other famous faces came to celebrate the crew, including Apollo 13 director Ron Howard.
I'm such a believer in space exploration, and what you accomplish is extraordinary.
And Bill Nye the Science Guy stopped by to do some experiments.
3, 2, 1. Ooh, I felt it. I give it another one. Whoa.
Further inspiring the next generation of space explorers. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Okay. Oh, it was. Oh my God, it was 2005. Oh my God, it was.
Something that
Sorry,
could
what's
protect
wrong?
itself.
It was not. Sorry. Sorry.
And we're live at an elementary school in North Hollywood where a special giveaway is happening this morning. We'll tell you why kids here are walking with a little more confidence now. That's coming up.
Okay. Big Bear Eaglets. Sandy and Luna. That's nice. The votes are in. Sandy and Luna. The Big Bear chicks are Sandy and Luna. Star Chip Phoenix. Huh. Sandy. Oh, Sandy probably. Okay, because right, Sandy's big friends, Big Bear Valley. Luna. Oh.
This is CBS LA Mornings.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Amber. LAPD says their investigation into how a man died in a parking lot next to a car has yielded a tragic explanation. They believe this man was crushed by the car while he was changing its tire. Now, let me show you some video. You're going to see the canopy set up over the body of a 45-year-old man in a parking lot in downtown LA. This is at Pico and Broadway. Now, at 3 this morning, LAPD and LA City Fire responded here for the report of some kind of an incident. It was initially described as some kind of a traffic incident, but they weren't sure what they were going to find when they got here. And so when they did arrive, they say they found that 45-year-old man dead with serious injuries, possibly from being struck by a car. So they initially described this on the radio as a felony hit and run investigation because there was no car around that they thought could have hit this man. But then they realized after gathering more evidence, it appears this man had been changing the tires on a car when the car fell on him, crushing him. Now, you saw what appeared to be some distraught friends or family members there at the scene. LAPD now says that this is an accidental death. There is no crime here. This was not a hit and run. And the LA County Medical Examiner will now take that body and confirm that death analysis and also work to identify that man and notify his next of kin. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you. Oh, I don't know if you guys heard that story. That was awful. The LAPD says the guy was crushed while changing a tire. That is just like, I can remember when I was a teenager and my dad was teaching me how to change a tire. He was like, here, this is what you do. You know, sometimes if you ever have to like get down near the car or whatever, or you do any work, you know, try to avoid having your head under the car unless you have like extra things holding the car up, right? Not just the jack. I mean, my dad and I would change the oil on his pickup truck when I was a teenager, and, you know, you jack the truck up or whatever. But my dad always had these extra, I don't know what they were called. They were like extra supports that he would bring out. They would look like little triangles, and he would just put them under other parts of the car after you jack the car up so that in case the jack ever fails, the thing doesn't fall on you. And I was like, wow, does that ever happen? I never actually heard of that happening. And it sounds like this morning at this parking lot at Pico on Broadway, it's exactly what happened. For whatever reason, the jack must have failed, and this guy must have had part of his body or his head under the car. But I can't imagine why you would do that while changing a tire. You generally don't need to do that while changing a tire. You don't need to put your head under the car. I mean, anybody who's ever changed a tire knows you can do it from just kneeling next to the car. So unless the car like slipped and fell on him, I don't understand how that could happen. But they say this is an accidental death. He was just working on his car, he was changing tires, and it crushed him. So maybe he had the tire off and he was doing something on the axle, or maybe he was doing brake work. I don't know. I mean, even brakes, I don't think you need to get under the car to change brakes. But, you know, LAPD, they probably aren't going to get into the details of exactly what kind of mechanical work the guy was doing, but apparently the tire was off and he was under there and it fell. Oh, my goodness. So, governor's race. Javier Becerra now in the lead. I knew that would happen. Javier Becerra is definitely going to be, I knew he would, once Swalwell dropped out, I knew Javier Becerra was going to be the next person to go up. That makes sense. All right, now I got to figure out what I'm doing.
Each time I come here, I feel the pain.
Last January, Artie Tavengarian walked us through the ashes of his family home that he designed and built himself, one of thousands that burned in the Palisades.
I think it'll happen. happened in all these properties.
Today, much of the debris is cleared, but the burn scar remains. Over the past year, he's turned the scars on his heart and mind into a way to rebuild for his community.
Our main home, original home, was up there.
And now, down the hill from the ashes of the home where he made his life, stands a new prototype of his solution after the fires. A modular home fit for the Palisades lifestyle, completely fire-resistant and built in just 6 months.
It's going to happen again. And when that happens, I want to have something that could protect itself.
With that in mind, he designed this new home to withstand a fire with no services for 24 hours.
Heat sensors are on the property. We have special cameras that they detect. So whether you're here, you're not here, all these things could happen autonomously.
Probably, yes.
Fireproof automatic shutters, 12-inch walls that would take a fire 6 hours to penetrate, automatic sprinklers, sealed doors and windows, special fire-protected glass, Tesla batteries and generators in case of power outages, solar and wind power, and tanks of water and fire retardant.
The system detects fires 7 miles away, and it starts doing things, and it's almost having your own fire department.
Known for his luxury statement architecture, the mission of this build is different.
I believe if you build this sort of wood frame homes and expect the systems from firemen to water, electricity, and the insurance company at the end to come and protect you, that's an illusion.
This home, one model of several.
And we call this a pajama room.
Small, large, modern Mediterranean to suit thousands of people who lost their homes just like him without the years-long process of starting from scratch, and designed to bring down insurance at a time when most insurers are pulling out of California altogether.
Why live here in the first place? If you have to have a tank and you have to have all of these things, why not just live somewhere else?
I think it's a valid question. I think this town has something about it. It makes it very, very unique and special.
For an architect who helped shape the character of the Palisades, another go-round, this time all too aware that we are all at the mercy of Mother Nature.
I don't think I would have been able to do this if I didn't experience the same.
Okay, what else are we doing? Any other choppers up? No. It's been a minute. You were in your 60s. You're dead.
Yeah, I have a feeling that when school gets let out today, these students are going to be walking with their heads held high because, yes, they all got brand new shoes thanks to Nordstrom Rack. Now, let me show you some video of the giveaway that's just going on right now inside this school. Now, the company partnered with Operation Warp to identify schools across the country where families are struggling to make ends meet and could use a little help. Bellingham Elementary here in North Hollywood is one of the schools where they decided to host a giveaway. They're hosting similar events at schools in Orange County and the Inland Empire. Volunteers help measure each child's foot, then they let them pick out a new pair of sneakers in their favorite color.
Well, I think the kids really happy to know that this is for them, so it makes them feel extra special, and obviously something that will help the parents. Every 4 to 8 months, kids grow out their shoe, and parents have a really hard time keeping up with that.
I mean, how could they?
It leads to health issues. They don't have confidence to go out and play with the kids or do sports, so we're here to help.
Now organizers brought in a DJ. They hosted a little dance party to help the students break in their shoes right away. Every student at the school got new shoes and socks, regardless of medium. 400 in all. So just like after live, Nordstrom Rack says customers can actually help make sure that this program continues. People can make donations either at their stores in person or also online. And their goal is to not only give away shoes to kids in need, but also coats in the wintertime. I'll send it back to you.
Oh. It's me. Well, eaglets. You. Okay. That's very special. Oh, still nothing going on. Well, let's see. What is going on with the scanner? Oh my gosh, that was super loud. Oh my god, it's so loud. Okay, there we go. Oh. What was that? Whittier and Boyle, large group on bicycles blocking the bridge. It's got to be about May Day. Whittier and Boyle? Where the heck is that? Oh, that's, okay, the 6th Street Bridge. All right. Well, not the 6th Street Bridge. Is that the 6th Street Bridge? It is the 6th Street Bridge. Okay. Let me guess. Is Chopper over there? No, there is no air unit over there. Is there an air unit in the area? No, there is not. But they are to the north. Let's see if they make a turn southbound. If they need the air unit down there, that's when I know it's going to be trouble. I guess I need to really listen to what? What do you think? A Central Division? Right? Because that's where the Maydays, Central Division and like Olympic and Rampart, right? This is the quiz for chat. If we're gonna have a protest between MacArthur Park and downtown, the LAPD divisions that I should listen to would be Central, Olympic. Where's Olympic down here? Olympic, and I'm gonna say Rampart as well. I think. Maybe Northeast as well. That would go into Chinatown and Elysian Park. Wait a minute, what am I looking for? Rampart. A, B, C, D. There we go. Rampart. And that's not Southwest. Newton, no, that's not gonna. Don't need that. Harbor, don't need that. Pacific, don't need that. Hollenbeck, probably not. Olympic, yes. Southeast, no.
Big sports names and music groups, but the visitors getting all the attention right now are goats.
I was here on the first release of the goats. It's like, this is way more entertaining than anything I've got at home, so yeah.
Molly Bounds and Dottie are among the goat groupies, checking out the bowl's current headliners. 600 goats arrived here last week and are on the move around the Aurora.
Probably Central Bureau TAC 1. Let's do Central Bureaus. Do we have a city TAC also? Let's do citywide TACs also. Okay. Aha, there is traffic on Central Bureau TAC 1. Okay.
Jose Morelos is the Arroyo superintendent and the city's goat liaison. Reddy Garcia is one of the shepherds protecting these goats 24/7.
Todo el trabajo de todo lo shepherding involves a lot of observation, a lot of vigilance.
Garcia was trained in Peru, where herding in the mountains is an ancient practice.
Okay. You're right, Lady Di. It's Central Bureau TAC 1. They're talking about the map that they have that was provided, I guess, by the organizers about where this protest is going to go. So, yeah, it's Central Bureau TAC 1.
Once one area is cleared, the shepherds move the goats to the next. Herding dogs corral them and guard against predators like coyotes.
Okay, it sounds like DOT is coordinating with LAPD on Central Bureau TAC 1 about the direction the protesters are going to march. But there is not an air unit over either. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. What is Fire 4 doing? LAPD air support. Well, no one's checking out the 6th Street Bridge, so we're okay. Looks like a second air unit just came up. Fire 4 is heading southbound through downtown. Why is Fire 4 heading towards MacArthur Park?
The fear there could be unanticipated problems like erosion or the destruction of native plants. City leaders say they carefully chose grazing areas.
That's weird. Maybe there's an ambulance transport?
Snap their photos. The city will be evaluating whether these goats get another booking. Cara Finstrom, CBS, LA.
What time?
You could. You're very good.
One more show. One more show till the weekend.
Yes. I think. Phil. I was gonna tell you.
Oh. Okay. Fire 4 making an orbit in downtown.
And we can go. We can actually leave and shoot stuff.
I think she wants the guests.
Yeah, she does. So anyway, how are you, Mark Liu?
Fine, Jamie
You on
Yukas.
tap for the weekend, friend?
Renaissance Fair
Oh,
with family.
nice. I didn't know that was happening now. You know what's funny is in Minnesota it happens in the fall. So here it must be in the spring. Is that the deal?
Yes, it's in the spring here.
Do you need help? You good?
I got it. I'm good.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't look. It looks like I'm a hot mess, but I'm fine.
No, it's all good.
I'll be fine.
Okay. Everything's fine.
I'll be here.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Sushi and sake.
Yes.
What? Where?
It's right on the other
It's
side
in
of
the 11.
this wall.
Pachanga.
Oh,
Pachanga.
they do that. Yeah, they.
I can't do sake.
I can.
I know. You and Doug did, I think.
We did.
It does not agree with me.
Based on your response, should I code your microphone for the sake segment?
I don't need that. That's fine. Not necessary.
You want to do it with me, Mark?
No.
Sushi and sake?
No, thank you.
Are you afraid?
Yes.
He's afraid. Okay. I thank you.
Hi. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm just like, oh. Like, sometimes you get to Friday and you've got energy because you're like, okay, not today. No, we are not playing today. Don't you think? Oh, for sure. What is that about?
Well, the debate was
You guys had all that. Yeah, I think even just being out there the other day in the morning was like, oh, so cold.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Nothing else interesting happening.
You were the